Hi there! It is time for this week's color challenge. I did a mini series where I used colors and create an everyday look. Basically, I want to inspire you to use colors that are different than neutrals, let's say, for your everyday makeup. So far I did olive green, I did purple, I did what else did I do? Teal and then navy blue, and today I chose to do a coral look. So basically similar to peach but a little bit more orangey. I feel like coral is a beautiful spring slash summer color and it definitely can be made wearable for everyday looks. So let's get into it. But first I'm going to do my face because eye makeup is going to be pretty soft, so we're going to get the face makeup out of the way first. I'm applying the Catrice True Skin foundation. I didn't even prime, I'm just applying it over my sunscreen. Just going to blend it with my sponge. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of color correction underneath my eyes with this Maybelline Brightener. Just going to blend it in using my sponge. Ideally, I should have done this before foundation. And concealing with the same Maybelline, but this one is in the shade Light. I'm concentrating the concealer in the inner portion of my under eyes because this is where I have the most discoloration. And I'm actually going to blend it into my inner corner because I have deep set eyes and I have a lot of darkness here in my inner corner. And whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just going to blend on my eyelids again to lighten them up a little bit and conceal the darkness. Let's quickly set the under eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of translucent powder, actually a lot of it, because I'm setting with the sponge. I'm just going to pick up the powder on my sponge, like that. I'm going to blend the creases in a little bit before setting and pressing the powder on my under eye area and also kind of bringing it down my pores, like that. I wanted to just bronze, but like, I think I'm also going to do a little bit of contouring, but oh wait, I want to set my forehead a little bit. I'm just going to press in a little bit of powder, just a tiny amount, on my nose and the center of the forehead and the chin, why not, and smile lines, basically my T-zone. Okay, let's contour a little bit. I'm just going to use my goof proof pencil. With such a high coverage foundation, I kind of lack dimension on my face, so I usually just bronze, but like now I just feel the need to contour as well. And a little bit here, and just blend it out with a dense brush, just blending upwards. Remember that I did not set the sides of my face, because if I would, I had to contour before setting. For a little bit of warmth, I will apply a bronzer, just the usual my Dior nude bronzer in the shade 2. And I will apply it a little bit above the contour to warm up my complexion, also to... it kind of enhances the contour as well. A little bit on my forehead, again a little bit lower than the contour, and a little bit down my neck. I look so pale right now, I desperately need blush. I'm going to go for a pink tone from my Sigma blush cheek palette, and I'm going to mix these two shades, a little bit more of the lighter one though, and I'm going to apply it above the bronzer, kind of on the sides of the face. Kind of where I would apply the highlighter, but the highlighter is going to go on top of the blush. It just brings back the color into my skin. Not back, because like I don't naturally have color in my skin, I look very pale naturally. So blush is like a game changer for me. So the finishing touch to the skin would be the highlighter. This is my e.l.f. baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearls, you know I'm obsessed with it. And it's going to go here on my cheekbone, kind of on top of the blush. It also tones down the blush a little bit, so if you apply too much, it's great. A little bit kind of in between my brows here and above the brows. I can really be careless with this one because it's so natural. It looks like natural glow and not actual highlighter. I'm applying my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I just found out that I need to rush. I have like 20 minutes left for me to do my makeup. I hate rushing, but like, we have to meet up with a friend and we didn't discuss hours, and now he's like, we're going to meet up in an hour. I need to be announced at least 3 hours before meeting. Oh, and I also hate being late, so that is not an option for me. Until this primer has a chance to dry, I'm going to show you the palette that I'm going to use for today's look. Is the Nubian 3 Coral by Juvia's Place, because this is actually perfect. So we're going to make it soft and wearable. We're going to go biking today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I obviously don't want to overdo things in my makeup, but I think the primer still needs to dry a little bit, so I'm going to do my lips first. Kind of looks like I make you wait for the eyeshadow on purpose, but I promise I'm not. Okay, I'm going to line my lips with this Trend It Up lip pencil. It's in the shade No Idea. I actually have no idea. I think it faded. It's from the damn stores. It's just a kind of like a peachy, kind of like a brownish nude. See, it has that kind of an orangey tone to it, which I think is going to suit the eye look that I'm going to do. And I'm going to go for this YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in the shade 60. Such an affordable lip liner and such an expensive lipstick. What a combo. I mean, I'm sure there are affordable options for this kind of a formula. It's kind of like a lip balm, but with color. You don't have to spend so much money on a formula like this. But it does look so pretty. And the packaging, I think that's what you're actually paying for. Okay, I think I can do my eyes now. The lips are looking so pretty. I really love this color. I'm rambling. I need to hurry. I think I'm actually going to mix these two colors to create kind of like an in-between shade. I feel like this is too orange and this is too pink. Let's mix them and create a nice transition shade. I'm basically just dipping back and forth. You can do this with like any eyeshadow. I love this trick to, I don't know, mix some colors. Maybe you want kind of like a teal shade, let's say, and you don't have teal but you have blue and green. You just mix them and you create a teal. I used to do this a lot before I had lots of eyeshadow palettes. This is a Juvia's Place 006 brush, and I'm going to start from the outer corner and then doing little circular motions and dragging this shade along my crease, but like I'm concentrating it into the outer portion of my crease. And then when I have basically no product left on my brush, I'm just going to fade it inwards, but like only halfway. I want this area of my eye to remain light. This is such a gorgeous tone. I love it, especially with the lips. Beautiful. I did pick up a little bit more and I'm going to dust it along my lower lash line as well. What's your favorite shade for everyday looks? That's not neutral. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm cancelling neutrals. Neutrals are gorgeous, and I think I'm going to do a neutral look tomorrow because I didn't do a neutral look in a long time. This series has like gotten me used to wearing soft colors for everyday looks, so I'm kind of like stepping away from neutrals a little bit. So let me know if you have a color that you actually love for everyday looks. I'm kind of building it up a little bit. I need to close the window, it's so noisy outside. I'm wiping my brush so I don't have a lot of product on it, and I'm doing a little extension here in my other corner. Let's apply the lid shade. I think I'm going to go for this one. I'll be concentrating it into the inner portion of my lid, and I'm kind of fading it towards the center of my eye. That is actually so pretty. I'll just use that on the lower lash line as well, but like again in the inner portion. And inner corner, why not? Because it's quite reflective. For me and my skin tone and my eye color, I need a little bit more definition in my outer corner, so I'm going to darken it up a little bit by using this dark brown here. I'm really tapping off the excess. I don't want a lot of it, but I need a little bit of definition here. I do have light blue eyes. My skin is pretty pale, so like I feel like I need to define my eyes a little bit more. You could do a wing liner if you want, at this point, but I think I'm just going to stick with eyeshadows. That is not very pigmented, isn't it? Just going to pick up a little bit more. And I'm kind of placing it in an angled shape like that. So I'm starting low here near my lash line, and then I'm lifting it up as I reach my outer corner. So it creates kind of like a lifted look of the eye. Fading it into the coral. And I'm going to apply the leftover product on the outer corner of my lower lash line. And connecting it to the top part. And enhancing that extension of the eye. If you need to, you can grab your fluffy brush, and without adding additional product to the brush, you're just going to want to blend a little bit. And I feel like that will do it for me. I feel like this is so pretty for spring or summer. I'm heating up my lash cutter, and I'll be applying mascara to finish it off. Tilting my lash curler like that. And I'll be applying the Catrice Full Volume Waterproof Mascara. I reviewed it last week. I'm going to link the video somewhere on the screen. Of course I did that. Just going to let it dry and hope for the best. And I'll be applying it on the lower lashes as well. So this is the look all complete. I really hope you like how it came out, and let me know if you think it's wearable enough for every day. I truly think it is, but I want to hear your thoughts as well. And also don't forget to join the challenge if you want to create a coral look. I'll be waiting for your selfies on Instagram, because I don't know how else you can send me pictures. So like, Instagram it is. That's it. I'm going to head out. I really need to rush, and I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!